video today talks about grief, and this is because I talked with some of my friends yesterday and I observed they are actually going through this, so I decided to make this video. I wrote down a poem that I'm going to read out, and I really hope this helps them and helps someone out there to be able to go through this phase. Grief is an uninvited guest. It doesn't knock, it barges in and sits heavily in your chest. It refuses to leave. It doesn't care about your plans, it doesn't care about your deadlines, it doesn't care about the bright future you were building. It arrives suddenly or sometimes creeps in slowly, like a shadow growing longer until the sun goes lower. But one day you wake up and it's there. A part of you is missing and the world looks so different. The world looks colder, the world feels sharper, and then the world sounds unbearably loud, yet so quiet. Grief doesn't just come from losing someone you love. It's the breakup you didn't see coming. It's the dream you worked so hard for that eventually slips out of your fingers. It's that person you wanted to be by now, but you're just not that person. It's layered, it's complicated, and it's so messy. It's 1,000 tiny pieces of losses stacked upon each other until it feels like you're carrying a weight no one else understands except you, because it feels so impossible to drop. Sometimes grief makes you angry. Makes you angry at the world, at people who don't understand, at yourself for not being able to move on the way people tell you to move on. Other times it leaves you numb, staring blankly at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering if you'll ever feel okay again. And then there are the moments it ambushes you. A song, a smell, a random comment from a stranger, and you're suddenly choking on tears you thought you'd cried out months ago. They tell you grief has stages, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally acceptance. But they don't tell you how messy these stages actually are. They don't tell you that you cycle through them in no particular order, or that you revisit some over and over. Some days it feels like you've made progress, like the wound is finally starting to heal. And then out of nowhere, again, and you're back at scale one. Here's the thing about grief though. Grief is a teacher. A cruel one, sure. It's a type of teacher that shows up unannounced and stays too long. But it teaches you things you didn't know you needed to learn. It teaches you that time is fragile, life is precious, and love, even when it ends, is worth every second. Grief shows you what you didn't know you had, the resilience you didn't know you needed. It shows you the depth of emotion you didn't know you were capable of handling. And while grief never truly leaves, it does change over time. It moves from being just a sharp pain to becoming a dull ache. It becomes a part of you and it becomes woven into your story. It shapes who you are and how you see the world. It teaches you to appreciate the little things. The laugh with your friend, the last time your dad called, the warmth of the sun on your face, the quiet moments when, for just a second, everything feels alright. So to anyone out there feeling the weight of grief right now, I want you to know this, that you are not alone. It's okay to feel broken. It's okay to cry. It's okay to scream. It's okay to sit in silence and just exist. It does not mean forgetting. It does not mean getting over it. It really means living with the love and the loss. It means living with the memories and the pain. It means giving yourself grace on those hard days and giving yourself the permission to have joy on the good ones. Grief doesn't have a timeline. Don't let anyone rush you. You're allowed to take as long as you need to find your footing again. And when you're ready, when the weight doesn't feel so crushing, you start to see the glimpse of light breaking through the cracks. Hold on to these moments. They are proof that even in the darkest times, life has a way of finding its way back to you. Because grief, for all its pain, is just another form of love. It's the echo of something beautiful. It's a reminder of how deeply you cared and how deeply you were connected. And though it hurts, it also means you lived, you felt, and you loved. And that is something worth holding on to. So I really hope you go through this and you bounce back stronger. I really wish everything makes you happy. I really pray and hope that the smile on your face gets back to you. And I hope this video may give you something.